Good morning, everyone. My name is Kaushaf. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And finally, it rained in Bangalore, and the weather is quite decent. Not too hot, not too cold. Okay. So I'm currently living inside the KIDB area. So if you live nearby, just do ping me on LinkedIn. We'll definitely meet up. Okay. So in this video, we are going to discuss about how you can get a job into IT industry if you're a college student or someone who's looking for the opportunity. So let's get back to the video. Okay. So let's get back to the topic. If you're someone who's looking for a job into IT industry, mainly in tech role, so how you can get that job in the fastest way possible, most effective way possible, especially in this AI era, right? So this is what all this video is about, okay? And first of all, I'm really sorry for this video quality because I have a good phone, good camera, but then I will not be able to attach this headset. So audio was a bit compromised, and I really feel that you should have a good audio and a good content so that it adds value to people's lives. So although the video quality is not great, guys, but I'll make sure that the content is good. You'll something learn after watching this video till the end. Okay. So yeah. So to get a job into IT industry, the first thing that is required is to get an experience. Okay. So let me be very honest with you guys. If today, if you make any switch or if you get any call from HR, the first question that they will ask is how many years of experience you have, right? For example, if you say that I'm a Python developer, I made a lot of projects in Python, the next question that they will ask is definitely like how many years of experience you have, right? So that's the harsh reality. So to get a job, you need to get experience. Now to get experience, you need to get a job. Okay. So job, experience, experience, job. So it's kind of like a cycle, right? And if you are a college student, right, or someone who is looking for an opportunity, looking for a breakthrough, you are out of this cycle. So how you get that, how you get into this cycle and start your career is what we are going to discuss in this video. Okay. So if you are a college student, first thing which I would suggest is do not take your college lightly. Okay. I'm not saying that you become a topper or like get a 9.9 CGPA, right? No. Because what I always feel is coming into an IT industry, I always miss my college life. So yeah, this college life is something that you should always live to the fullest. You should have some memories with your friends, but at the same time, I'm not saying that you become a topper 9.9. If you are a topper, then that's great, right? But you don't have to be a topper. You just maintain a good, decent CGPA, somewhere between 7.5 to 8.5 is good and decent CGPA, so that you are at least eligible to write the coding interviews of good companies. So do not take your college lightly, enjoy it, but at the same time, kind of maintain a good and decent CGPA. So you should balance out things, right? So that at least when you get some job, right, you will have some memories that, okay, in college I did that, okay, and I also got my job. So both the things, right? So this is what. First thing is you should not ignore your college life, right? That's one. Second thing is that fundamentals are still important. So guys, this video is not about any shortcuts. If you're looking for any shortcuts, I don't have right now. Hard work plus smart work pays well. So fundamentals are still important, right? People are saying that AI is writing the code. Okay, great. But someone has to review that code, right? Someone has to understand what it has written. So for that, fundamental is very important. DSA is still important, data structure and algorithm, right? Good companies, good product-based companies, good service-based companies, right? I'm not saying that all product-based companies, but service-based companies as well, right? Those are good service-based company. They ask DSA questions in the first round, right? And the second round also they can call you on site and ask you some simple or mid-level lead code DSA questions. So DSA is not dead, okay? DSA still is getting asked in a lot of product-based companies. I have seen a lot of people in my community. I used to talk to a lot of software engineers. They are making a switch, right? They say that DSA is not dead, right? I mean, DSA is definitely there, at least in a good company, right? That you're going. So do not ignore DSA. Okay, that's the thing. And HLD and LLD, high level system design, low level system design, what is micro front end architecture, how you can make your backend system scalable, right? These things are more important now, right? Because from earlier, someone who was a mid-level software engineer, we expect these things from them. But then because of AI writing code, the expectation from entry-level software engineer has increased. So if you have a good fundamentals, if you can design a scalable backend system or something that can handle large amount of loads, right? This is something is still important. So second thing is fundamentals, right? Your DSA, your HLD, LLD, right? These things are extremely important. So it's and still valid today. Okay, that's the second thing. So the third thing is having a good project in your resume. See, guys, everyone is studying data structure, everyone will study system design, but what makes you stand out is your project in your resume because that tells you how well you have applied those knowledge into a well-formed product. So having a good project in your resume is extremely important. One of the example that I will say is I think I've told in my previous video as well, right? One of the example of the project that is very relevant right now based on my experience is how you can do on-edge AI inferencing such that you don't do cloud API calls. The data is restricted within the user device. Inferencing is faster, latency is low, right? If you can create some sort of app around these areas, right, that is a very good project in my opinion. So this is one of the example that I have told, right? So be great in DSA, be great in HLD, but what is the proof, right? That proof is the project that you know all those things. So having a good project in your resume is something that is extremely important. So yeah, so that's the third point. Now the fourth point is, I think most of the student uh, ignore it, is having a good connection. Trust me, guys, if let's say if you are very good in your technical skills, your communication skill is good, but on the same side, there's a person who is average in communication, who's average in technical skills, but he has a good connection. His friends are working, his seniors are working, and that guy is in touch with their seniors. So getting a referral and getting into a job, it's a great way, right? I mean, so connection is something that you should always have, not just a good technical skill or communication skills, right? So open a LinkedIn account, have a good account, reach out to HRs, reach out to people who are into this industry, talk to them, understand the kind of work they are doing, right? Make a friendship, make some connection. Don't just go in LinkedIn and ask for the referral, right? Because if you're just going and asking for a referral, right, n- most of the time the people will not going to reply because they don't know you. Okay, they don't know you, who you are, what's your background. So first thing, you make connection with people on LinkedIn. You understand their work, ping them what kind of work you are doing. Obviously they will not going to disclose any confidential thing, but at least you will get a rough idea what kind of work is going on, what are the uh, areas in which this IT industry is going, right? So if you make such kind of message to people who are working in IT industry, what happens is that shows your curiosity. You're not just there asking for a job, right? If tomorrow, if there's any opening in that company, and if you ask them again, right, then they will definitely going to reply you because you were not the first person who just asked for the job, right? So don't just ping on the LinkedIn to get a job. Ask them, talk to them, what is the project that I can do, all those things, right? So that it shows that you have interest. So like that, you can reach out to a lot of people. You can reach out to HRs as well when you feel that you are ready for interview. So having a good connection is something that is extremely important, and guys should focus on. Okay, so that's point number four. Point number five is that you should go beyond tech. It's not always about technology. It's not always about writing code. It's not always about uh, creating a scalable backend system. It's also about understanding the business requirement. It's also about finance. It's also about the budget. It's also about product that you are building. Okay, so I'm not saying that you should become a financial expert, but at least you should understand what is the business requirement, how much budget is getting allocated, how a product is getting formed. So if your friend circle or in your community, if there's any product manager, you can just communicate with them, right? It's not always about code, right? You can communicate with them how you come up with some feature in a product, how you design a product, what is a good product, what is a bad product, what is MVP, right? So having a knowledge beyond tech is something that will also make you a very valuable resource. Okay, so especially in this AI era, because AI is writing code, right? But what does AI don't have is the business context. So if you are enriched with the business context, if you know how a product is designed, what is life cycle of a product, right? So that is something will add extra value to yourself. So go beyond tech is what is one of the another suggestion I have. Okay, this is the last point, number six, but not the least one. This is very interesting and very important. Not important, but very interesting. If you're doing this, then that's great, right? I mean, as a student, right? If you have a knowledge of creating an app, creating a website, you can always reach out to local business owners. Why? Because of this AI, right? A lot of local businesses are getting evolved. They don't have their digital product. So you as a software engineer who has some domain of creating app, creating a website, you can go to them, you can reach out to them, ask them that I can create an app for you, I can create a website for you. And this way you're not just adding a adding a project in your resume, but you can in fact monetize your skill as well. Okay, so lot of business they don't have their app, they don't have a website. For example, we used to have a FPL tournament, okay, in our society, Finsbury Premier League. So lot of player have to register themselves via WhatsApp, okay, and pay using phone pay and then update it on the WhatsApp. But then later, one guy came up with a digital solution for this. He's able to register the players. We are in that app. We are able to pay and register. There's a live auction. So that kind of digital product was really good, right? And he got monetized. I mean, the committee member also paid him. So you can always reach out to the business owners that don't have website, that don't have apps. You can create for them, add that in your resume, and in fact, and if that is adding value to that business owner, you can monetize that as well, right? And if let's say some business have their website, they already have a website, they already have an app, how you can do integrate AI into that AI, how you can do AI automation. So these things, right, will not just help you create a project, but will also might help you to monetize as well. So that's number six. So yeah, guys, these are some 6 points which I wanted to share. So you can try them out, okay? And let me know. So yeah, that's it for today's video. You can always reach out to me on LinkedIn and have a conversation with me if you need any kind of advice. So do reach me out on LinkedIn. So that's it for today's video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.